I left Nigeria for Saudi Arabia in 2021, and it wasn't just me. I was joined by my wife and my daughter, who was less than a year as at then. We eventually welcomed a new member, another baby girl. So 2 years later, which is at the time of shooting this video, that's in 2023, our small family had a special visitor, which was my mother. Yes, that's my mother. She came to do Omugo. So in order to spice up my channel, I made this announcement to my contact both on WhatsApp and on YouTube, saying that my mom has come to visit us in Saudi Arabia and I want to shoot a video with her where I'll ask her some questions coming from them. So if anyone had a question or more, they should DM me. And the questions started dropping. It rained questions. You guys didn't hold back at all, which has led us to today's video. So just look at
I welcome you to my son's channel.
Why are you doing it as if you are doing church this thing? Like you want people to pray and like, okay, let's bow our heads and pray.
Hello everyone.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Welcome to my son's channel.
Yes.
I am Mrs. Cecilia Ayla Estabat. I'm the mother. I'm the mother.
You are the mother.
I'm the mother to Dr. Estabat.
Yes. So today we're going to ask her some questions that you guys asked. Hey, I forgot some are in the destiny. But we're going to divide into two parts. So definitely some that I left out are going to be in the follow-up video. So she has not seen any of the questions yet. And I wanted it to have a shock value to her too. And the response is going to be as raw as possible. So let's start, Abby.
Yes.
Mama Favor.
Yes.
I'll be watching you. I used to call her Mama Favor because Favor is our last born. And she looks too young to be my mother. Yes. I'm not that young. Forget her age. I'm not that young. So, okay, Mama Favor, welcome. Yes. It's good to have you in Saudi. And it's good for you to be in my channel.
Yes,
thank you.
I'm happy.
Yes, she has been watching my channel from Nigeria, and now she's going to be in the video. She's excited.
Yes, I'm excited.
You're looking at me now. I know. Okay, no problem. So, we'll start with the first question. I'm going to ask you this question twice, Sha. During the second one that you're close to going, because we're going to shoot when you're going to close to going. But the first question I ever got when I threw the question was, will you want to go back to Nigeria after coming here?
Yes.
Okay.
Because home is home.
Home is home.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So if I was like permanently stay in Saudi like this, you would not want to permanently stay here?
I will stay, but I will be going back to Nigeria.
Okay. 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 So that is okay. The next question, you say, how well does she like the food? No, you have not eaten any of the food there.
No.
No. She will actually have our food that she brought foodstuffs for us too. So she has not eaten it yet. I will ask her this question after a while, after she has eaten some of the foreign food here. So we'll skip that one. Then someone ask, what is she bringing from here? Forget that one. As well, you forget that one. Okay. So now the next one is, compared to what she has heard of Saudi Arabia, what you've heard from Saudi Arabia from afar, what is your new take now that you're here in Saudi Arabia? Now that you've come to Saudi Arabia so far, we'll still ask again much later. What has been compared to what you're seeing now? Is it quite different?
It's quite different.
Okay.
Because the way people talk about Saudi Arabia, I thought when I come, I'll be indoors. I will not be able to walk around.
Okay.
But when I came, it was quite different.
Okay.
The way people are saying.
Okay. So, and actually, we're in Jizan. Jizan is one of the most conservative parts of Saudi Arabia. So the other places are even more liberal than where we are, and still. So Saudi Arabia doesn't tie people down like that as we think. Hey, God Almighty. Okay. They say that hope I'm paying for the omugo you're doing. I'm paying now. I pay for our transport here. Now. What's that?
He has not paid me. So I've started calculating my pay.
Which one? I'm not paying anything.
You pay me. You have to pay me. Because
I'm not paying.
You just have to
There's
pay me.
There's nothing she's going to do about it. I'm not paying anything.
You will pay.
I'm not paying. Come and beat me. The next question is, has she eaten Nigeria food since she came here? We've been eating Nigeria food.
We have been eating it.
We've eaten swallow. She brought foodstuffs from Nigeria. So we've taken pate. Those that know from the north, you know pate. Yes. Plateau people call it gote. Yes. But it's different altogether. So it's like a porridge with corn seeds, something like that. Yes. We've taken swallow, we've eaten yam porridge. She brought yam. I'm doing a video about yam very soon. You'll see it. So yes, we've been eating Nigerian food. Yes. That's what we usually eat. We don't eat Saudi food like that. So the next question is there NEPA in Saudi?
No.
Okay.
Like 247.
Oh, okay.
I'm enjoying the night.
Yes, we're telling her that when she goes back
to Nigeria, I will go blind.
Yeah, I'm telling you, she have to adjust more.
I have to adjust 24/7 light. Okay. I'm so excited.
Okay. Yeah. So someone told me, and I know this person, I'm going to mention the name of the person to you. It's Yomi. Okay, yes. He said, do me a simple favor. Wake her up midnight for a special prayer, special blessings. You deserve it. So they said I should wake her up in the midnight for her to bless me.
Yes,
the thing is that there's no midnight here. Our activities is usually in the night. Yes. And that's why my father will sleep late. Momsy is the one now sleeping later than us. She'll just be sitting down watching wrestling. All of us will be tired and sleep. So there's no midnight. I won't wake up because she's already awake during the midnight. So, but you need to do special blessings.
I will.
Yes, my mom prays for me. Like regularly, she prays for all of us.
Every day.
She prays for us. So we are glad for
that. I go on my knees to pray for them and my grandchildren. And other children, because I have so many children.
She has many children.
And so many children, and I'm happy for that.
Okay. The next question. Say, what convinced you to bless him to leave for Saudi and his family?
Because of the condition of our country.
Okay.
Things are not working the way it should.
Okay.
And for you staying behind and without achieving your dream.
Yeah.
That is why I allowed you and I bless you to go and make it.
Okay.
So with all my heart.
You were not afraid I was
not. No, I was not.
Why not?
Because I know. I know you. I know.
You know me. Yes. Even if I go to dangerous places.
Yes, I know.
So that means if I was going to places like Maiduguri now.
Yes, I know.
I'll be fine.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't know that one. No.
You'll be fine.
Mama, believe me.
I believe you.
That's good. Okay. So the next question is similar to the one of the questions I asked you. So what was your first impression of Saudi Arabia when you landed at the airport? Okay, FYI, my mother has traveled more than any of our family members. She has visited foreign countries more than any of us. So this is not her first time leaving Nigeria. She has experience. You've been to Jerusalem, you've been to Israel, you've been to Dubai. Where else you don't go? You don't go Cotonou now. Where else you don't go? You don't go Ghana. You never go Ghana. Where else again? Then Togo. She has gone to Togo too. So mom has traveled. This is the first time I'm leaving Nigeria. She don't climb aeroplane past all of us. So what was your impression when you landed at the airport in Saudi Arabia? When you landed in Riyadh? Like when you looked at King Fahd International Airport.
The place was so lovely.
It's fine.
Very fine. Very fine.
Is it finer than the airport in Dubai?
No.
It's not finer?
No. Dubai is finer. Dubai has good place.
No, the airport.
The airport. Yes. The airport is very fine.
Okay.
It's fine. And the people there are very lovely. When I arrive, ask questions, they answer me.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was a favor an airport staff did for her that we are very grateful for.
Yes.
They are very kind people. She told me this, I was really happy.
Yes.
So the people here are nice. When I say the people here are nice,
they are very nice.
Okay. So it wouldn't be that they are paying me and I'm doing paparazzi.
No, they are nice.
The next question, I will have to skip some because they are so similar. What's the most impressive thing so far in Saudi? So far for you, what's the most impressive thing? What are you impressed about here?
The peaceful coexistence.
Okay.
The environment is very peaceful.
Okay.
You don't hear any noise, nothing, very peaceful.
Okay, I thought you would say light.
No, and the light again, everything is working.
You didn't talk about all the pomade, this thing, the soap. Okay, yeah, actually, this place is peaceful. It's one of the most secure.
Everything.
Okay, it's one of the most secure countries in the world. So, how was your experience navigating through the airports? Did you have any problem finding your place as you landed in the airport?
I didn't have any problem.
Okay.
There was no any problem because already you have sent me all the information.
Okay.
So if I don't understand, I ask, and they are ever ready to direct me.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't find any difficulties.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So
it was not hard for me.
Oh, someone asked, "You are welcome. How was your flight?"
It was fine.
Okay. Yeah, she moved from. Everything was fine. She moved from Nigeria to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and then from Addis Ababa to Riyadh, and then from Riyadh she came over to Jizan, and
it was fantastic. The journey was smooth.
Yeah. So someone asked, "How does it feel to be out of Nigeria?" She has been going out of Nigeria, as we've said earlier. She has been going out of Nigeria.
But this my journey. I was so excited. Excited.
Okay.
Because it has been long. I went out. I traveled out of Nigeria.
And this time around, unlike before that, it was either your money or your husband's
money. Yes. But this one, that is my son's money and his wife and my son and his wife, they sponsored my coming. So I was so excited. Why are you saying his wife? Yes, she's the one that gave you the permission. Without her permission,
yes, actually, it was both of us. There are sacrifices that we both made for her to be here.
So it's not a small sacrifice. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone asked a similar question. I said, "Mommy, what was your first thought when you heard your son wanted to go to Saudi Arabia?"
The first thought that came into me, as I've already said, because of the news we are having concerning Saudi, but I was just a bit scared. Okay. But later on, I said, God, go ahead of him and grant him favor. So I calmed down, I commit everything to God's hand. And that was all. I was not scared again.
Yeah, my mom didn't oppose my going to Saudi Arabia when I was telling her that I was leaving. Do you have a different picture now of Saudi Arabia now that you're here compared to when you were in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are not as scared if somebody tells you that he or she wants to come.
I will even encourage them to come.
Okay.
I will encourage them to come.
Someone asked a question. That one, we are not going to answer it in this because it has nothing to do with one. I'm skipping Phoebs. I'm skipping your question. Someone said, "I hope she came along with some of your local food from KD."
Yes, I brought it.
Yes, we can always turn it like that. As if you know that I take local food. In fact, everybody that is forming that they don't take local food, by the time you leave Nigeria, you start missing local food. She has already done pate for us. I'm still waiting for my karkashi. Yes, let her do it so that I'll chop it. I can't wait for that one.
I will do it for you.
Okay, this one I said I wasn't going to ask you, but I have to ask you, and I hope the answer is considerate. He's my friend. He's a pharmacist. He said he wants to know at what age I stopped bedwetting. God. At what age did I stop bedwetting?
You know, I was so careful and I instilled that discipline in you guys. So before two.
Before I stop bedwetting on the bed.
Yes.
You see, ba?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I don't allow you. I always turn around to check on you guys.
I need to do something about Ellis because
that is why all of you you didn't bedwet. Okay. I'm always there to check on you time to time.
So pharmacist, we don't answer you. She should tell us if given the opportunity not to come back to Nigeria again, will she be okay with it? You want to go back to Nigeria?
Yes.
So you cannot relocate permanently out of Nigeria?
Home is home now.
I will tell you people why. My mom loves Yahoo. So all those her friends and this thing, she cannot see them now. She's just indoors most times. And evenings like this is where you can go out. You can't go out in the afternoon. It's very hot here. So she will miss that one. She'll miss that one. Her brother can be lonely. That's the thing. Okay, yes. The next question is, Dr. T, mom looks 40. How is she able to maintain the young looks? Because you look like her brother and not her son. Hey, what is this? So how have you been able to maintain your looks? You look 40. You're not 40. That's how we know you're not 40. I'm the one close to 40. My mom is not 40. So how have you been able to make your...
It's peace. Peace of mind.
Okay.
You don't allow things to weigh you down. You pick up. If there is any challenges, you don't allow them. Let it be. And then you continue with your life.
Yeah, I've learned a lot from her.
Taking care of it. And
yes, my mom likes being younger. In fact, I'm a disappointment to her.
And the most important thing, when the challenges comes, you cry there and you wipe away your tears and then you pray God to help you. And then that's all. And you keep yourself neatly.
Yeah, she has been a widow for nearly 4 years now without her husband. And we're doing well.
It's God. It's God.
Thank God for everything. Now, yes, see, let me tell you people, my mom is just 20 years older than me. By the time she gave birth to me, she was 20 years. That's it. So you people should know that the gap is not too much.
It's early marriage.
Yeah, they married early. So that's why, unlike we now that married late.
That's why early marriage is good.
Yes, and she's disappointed in me because the age I got married, they had already given birth to the 3 boys. My father used to tell me that I married late. I married when I was 33. That's why I got married. So yeah. Next question. Well, this one is similar there. If she wants to return to Nigeria, she already wants to return to Nigeria. So someone was asking how the journey was for you. It's the same. And okay, the next question is that has distance affected the relationship between her son and daughter-in-law? Do you think distance has affected the relationship, your relationship between us, me and you, and then you and Phipps?
It has not. We have been keeping in touch.
Yeah.
There is no day that we don't talk. We make video calls. We call. We communicate.
Yeah.
We can't go with technology now.
Yeah. Even when I was in Nigeria, it's not as if I was staying.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't staying. I was in Jalingo and she was in Kaduna. So we've been quite distant from each other.
Yes.
And we've always kept in touch in that way. So it's continue. So how does it feel? How does she deal with not having her grandkids around very often? At least I know you are not her only grandchildren. My brother Barabbas has a son. Edric is almost 4, right?
Yes.
Edric is almost 4 years.
Yes.
And he comes around. So she has her grandson with her. Just my 2 children that have not been around. And she's seen them now. They are dealing with her very well. So how does it feel not having them around?
Very happy. As if I would just pack them.
No,
just carry. You give me one.
No, carry your gun. Give my children from me.
So happy. That's why I don't even sleep on time. I'm always happy seeing them around me.
Okay. So you say, if your son and his wife, like me and Phipps, now ask you to relocate, is this something you consider? Like move permanently from Nigeria?
I thought You people are my husband. When you want me to come back?
Like relocate, not visit, come and move, pack your load and go. Okay, yeah. So you see, it's part of the plan, FYI, so that you people know.
I will.
You say, okay, coming down and seeing what was the remarkable difference can she identify compared to when in Nigeria? I had already said this is not the first time she's traveling, so she already knows plenty differences between Nigeria and abroad. Moms has traveled more than us. Ask her fears when she was landing. When the plane was landing, did you have any fear?
No.
Okay. You didn't have any fear?
I didn't have any fear.
Okay. Okay. Then the next question is, from all profession, why did she go for a doctor? For me, not other professions. You know, I had done a video where I said that my mother was the one that made me become a doctor. I'm dropping the link. You people should watch it. I was going for arts. I was going for arts. I wanted to be a barrister because I loved literature and English. I loved reading those books. So it was walkover for me. We went to the bookshop, and my mother said, "It's a lie. I'm doing sciences and I'm going to be a doctor." And that was it. Although she did never mention it again. So now, yeah, in that context, why doctor?
Because I know you can be able to do it. We are blind.
It's not everybody is intelligent.
Yes, you were so intelligent, and I know you can do it.
That's one of the
that
issues with parents. They think because you're intelligent, you can become a doctor.
It's not the dull person that go for medicine, but I know quite all right. You can make it. That is why I advise you to go.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. This one is not, it's from me. In that context, maybe we'll remove this part of the video for a different video altogether. When you gave birth to me, did you ever say that, okay, this is what this boy is going to become? Like when you gave birth to me, was there anything like, okay, this boy is going to be a doctor, is going to be someone great? You know, some parents are able to perceive that this person is going to go far or something like that. What was it when you gave birth to me like? Did you see me as being a doctor also?
I didn't see you being a doctor, but I'm seeing that I saw you to become a great person on this planet Earth. I know quite all right.
Okay.
That you'll be a great person.
But, okay. Another thing I wanted to ask is, I grew up as a sick child. I was sick, like right from my childhood. For those that don't know, I had been a sick child. There's hardly a year that goes by that I don't get treated. Malaria. And so it was towards boarding school that the sickness started reducing or something like that. Was that something also that inspired you to be like, okay, this guy might work in the hospital or something like that? Or you were just taking care of a sick child about their kawaii?
Just taking care of you.
Okay.
And God helping us. Whenever they treat you, everything will be fine. And that is all. It was when we went to secondary school, boarding school, that is when the sickness now subsided.
Yeah, subsided.
Yes. Even during when you got admission in FGC Jos, because of your health, I wanted to transfer your admission to Kaduna so that I will be there for you whenever the sickness comes. But Daddy stopped me.
He stopped?
He said, yes. That's why the father went there. They say no, that they will not accept you because the FGC Jos will not want you to leave them because of the they want the best.
Yes, my what do they used to call it? Common entrance score was very high. I had one of the highest scores, so they took me, and I don't know what entered my dad then to choose. I remember when he was picking them, he picked first choice FGC Jos, then the second one was FGC Kwali, Abuja, and then I got FGC Jos, and then they took me to Jos. I remember when they dropped me as they were going to go.
I was crying now.
My mother cried.
Because he was very small, because of his health condition again, that makes me to cry. And he just waved me and he left. He didn't even mind
I didn't mind anything. It was like few days later. I've never told you this one. Like 3 days later, then that's when I realized I've left home. I cried. So I cried my cry. At that time, there were no cell phones to call people.
Yes.
So, okay. So that was it. Another question is, when I was in FGC Jos, I graduated and got admission in UG. I remember when our placement came out and I got medicine. How did you feel?
You were there now. I was just crying. Tears of joy.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it. I was just crying. Tears of joy.
Yeah, she was there with my cousin, Lois.
Yes,
Lois was
when I was crying, she joined me. All of us were crying. When my friends came in, they say, what is happening? I told them. They just they
joined and cried too.
No, they left. That is why I'm crying. I say, yes, you won't understand.
Okay. Okay. So the next question is, okay, he says, secondly, what gave her that secret that doctor will be needed outside the country one day? Did you ever believe that I was going to relocate from Nigeria?
I have that belief. Yes, I have it. Ever since.
Ever since when?
When you were about finishing. Yes, okay. I believe.
My mom is quite prophetic. Yeah. We'll talk about that one.
I believe it.
She's someone that prays. So, what gave you? It's God that gave you the secret that will be needed.
It's God. It's God.
I hope you've answered.
Even the resources, I say God will provide.
Yeah. Yeah, that one is another story for another day. So, the next question is, how different is the reality from her expectations? We've answered that already. We'll talk about that again when she's about leaving. We'll have a video about her entire experience in Saudi Arabia. Then the next question is, are you looking forward to experiencing the local cuisines, like the local food of Saudis here that we eat?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to get her kapsa. I'm going to get her murgi. Although murgi is a Pakistani food, but I will get it for her too. There are some food she has not tried any of them yet. So far, we're eating all the food that we normally eat. So she will try them subsequently and she will give you the answer. The next one is that, are you looking forward to a long stay here or you're already homesick? Are you homesick?
No.
Okay. She's just 1 week
I'm
now.
just 1 week.
As at the time of shooting this video.
I'm still resting.
Okay. So, okay. Someone was praying for him. May God continue to elevate you as you take care of your mom. Please ask her, how exactly did you bring up this our doctor that made him so nice and accommodating? I can't remember who sent this question. So how did you raise me up then? Am I nice and accommodating?
He's God.
How did you raise me up that I am like this?
Right from you guys knows I don't take any nonsense.
Our mother beats us.
So whenever you do anything wrong, I will discipline you. I will show you what you did is wrong.
Our mother will correct you
with prayers and making them to attend all the activities in the church.
Yeah.
So they were there, all these good news club, all these things.
She even became a good news club teacher.
So with that and God, that is it. There are so many people that did more than me, but at the end, but it's God. It's God.
Okay.
And I thank God for that.
Yeah, we thank God for how we owe more of our upbringing to our mother. Our dad did his own part too, but our mom stood her ground to make us really, she makes us, like she really makes us. The next question is she proud? Are you proud of the man I have become?
Yes.
The person said because she's damn proud. I know the person is a senior colleague, she's a consultant. We worked in 44, so she's asking whether you're proud of the man.
Very proud.
Oh, great. And there's more to come. I'm not even close to the man I'm going to become. Okay. So
this is just the beginning.
Yeah. So the next question is, how is the weather in Saudi Arabia?
The weather is very hot too.
It's very hot.
But thank God 24/7 lights. So, but when you go out, I see if the weather is almost the same thing like Dubai.
Yeah, my neighbors.
You cannot go out during daytime like this. Everywhere heat. It's hot. Very hot.
Okay. Okay. The next question. How did she feel when you told her you were leaving Nigeria for Saudi Arabia? Okay, we've answered that.
Yes.
And what was her fears? What were your fears then? Did you have any fear from me?
I didn't have any fear.
Okay.
I didn't have, because I know who you are.
Okay.
God by your side.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now the next one was, and how do you feel now about the house that I've made? As you've come here and you've seen the house. I don't build a house, I'm renting a house here, but at least the place I'm staying, my interaction with my wife and my children. How do you feel?
No, it's fine. You really try. Wow. You make me proud. It's so beautiful. Okay. I'm happy. I'm proud of you.
Okay. Okay. So someone is asking how you find the weather there. You've already answered that. Do you miss our local food, especially karkashi?
I brought it now.
Yeah, she brought karkashi. I know the person that asked that question is Tina. Okay. So we move. Okay. Hello, Doc. You can ask her about her experience. How her Arabia. You've answered that already. Yes. So if given the option to live in Saudi Arabia for the rest of your life, that is to never go back, will you take it?
I will.
You will?
Yes, okay. Because the place is nice.
Yeah, the place is nice. Yeah, the place is nice.
Peaceful.
Yeah. The next question is, my question to her is, how does she feel watching you grow to own a responsible family? How do you feel? I think you've answered that. Yeah.
Happy. Proud
You've watched me grow to become the man that I am. She gave birth to me, to saw me grow small with all the rebellion that I did and everything. I'm not, I stubborn. My mama, we dey fight. No, now we don't fight as often as before again.
I'm a personal person.
No, it's Richard that is your personal person.
You ma.
No, me I'm second.
Richard say I love you more than any other person.
I beg. Yeah. Okay. So we're almost done. The next question is, what were the difficulties you encountered before and the first 24 hours in Saudi Arabia?
The difficulties was when I'm here to collect my things.
Okay.
So I was waiting, and my flight to Jizan again, the time was just going around. So I was a bit scared so that I would not miss my flight to Jizan. So, but later on I got it, and the bus that will convey me to the airport, the local airport, did not come. They left before I went there, so I have to wait. So when the bus came, I was able to board the bus to the local airport.
Yeah, she landed on time.
And then everything went on.
I think she has the smoothest transit so far. Apart from, I think had the smoothest one, then Nami suffer pass for there. So how far your first 24 hours in Saudi, how was it? You're just sleeping.
I'm just sleeping.
Yeah, she was just sleeping.
I'm resting.
I've
gone to rest.
She's watching wrestling. She's just chilling her thing. And she was with her grandkids all through the time. She ignored us. So aside Nigeria, which will you prefer to settle in? Asia or Europe? Saudi Arabia is in Asia. Or Europe, which one would you prefer? Do you prefer the Asian style or the European part?
Any of the above.
Okay. How is she coping with the meals and weather in Saudi Arabia? And she has not eaten any Saudi meal yet. And the weather is hot. She's indoors. There's AC running all through. Okay, the next one is, ask her about the impression she has about the indigenes and how they treat Africans. And she has not really interacted with the indigenes yet.
We only went out once.
We went out once, and she has not really interacted with them. Yes. But so far, what do you think about them?
They're okay.
Yeah, they're okay. There are no issues. Okay. Yeah. So the people are kind. Yeah. So do you feel living here will be conducive for Nigerians? Living in Saudi Arabia will be conducive for Nigerians?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Will it be worth it to leave this country and go there with your family? Will it be worth it for you to leave Nigeria and come here with your family?
Why not?
Oh, This kind of question, you hot. So the next one is, what Nigerian food item have you been able to buy or get there? No, we
Get where?
she brought
But
the food
I brought
she didn't buy anything here, she brought them.
I brought them from
So how long are you staying?
less than 2 months.
Yeah, 6 weeks precisely. So she has 5 more weeks with us as at the time of shooting this video. Someone say, why you no put her for suitcase as she dey go? It's Rahama.
Next time.
Okay. Okay. So please ask her about the people. We've answered that. The culture. The culture, I don't think you haven't, because we grew up in the north. It's not too difficult for us to adapt to the culture here. And how is life over there? She has already said that.
Fine.
And then the kind of food and the spiritual life of the people. She has not really interacted with them. We'll talk about that eventually when she's about leaving. Okay, so the last question for now is, did you ever imagine you'll come to Saudi Arabia before? No, before I came here.
No.
Have you ever imagined?
No.
Okay. But when I moved, you knew that.
Yes, I knew quite all right.
Okay.
A day is coming that I will come.
Okay.
So I'm bearing 2 titles now.
Okay. JP and Hajia.
Hajia.
You have not gone for Hajj.
I'm in Saudi now.
I know, because you are in Saudi does not mean that
it
you are
means
Hajj.
now.
You have to go for Hajj first before you are doing this. So, and what has the experience been like so far? We've answered that, and if she wouldn't mind staying here for as long as possible, she has answered that. So, yeah, that's all for. There are some questions from the YouTube guys. There are some questions that I've not yet asked, and I'm going to ask Sha. So it's going to be subsequently. Thank you for.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. How does it feel to be on my YouTube channel?
I'm so happy.
Yes, this is how I shoot. This is how I shoot my videos.
So happy.
Okay. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
making me known. Thank you. Thank you. My second love.
Your first love have died. So I'm the first love now. Peace out.
Thank you.
So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.